What episode you want to call this? If you want to number this shit or
we had to double back real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is highly. Matter of fact, let me get into my shit.
Go ahead, please. By all means.
Let me get into my shit, dog.
The only shit that I said, though. So tell them bring a waitress.
We never get heartbreak Drake.
And I won't even ask for
We ain't never getting heartbreak Drake.
Where's so far going at?
Like, send it to the
Bring Thank Me Later back.
Send it to
Take care of somebody.
Like the niggas over there wanna.
Come on, man. It was a different era. This is a different time. Hold on, man. We damn sure ain't getting this, brother, man. We damn sure ain't getting that, brother.
You already know what it is. First time I get on, I'm smoking like 3 months. I'm sorry, mama, I had to do it to him. 40, I see him. Oh, I see you, homie. I stay late tonight, right? You know what happened when I stay late. Yeah. Boy wonder. I swear it's like
every single time.
Let me let it rock, man. I'm gonna let it rock, dog. We gotta let the
every single time.
We gotta let the first one.
Got you.
At least the first line.
I got us. Yeah.
I'm a hard guy to get along with, get on the song with, which if it going right, well I just do it to the wrong shit. The team that I belong to, the artists I belong with, don't ever ask for nothing, cause them niggas got their own shit. Me and Weezy like a mouthful of hot. Come on, man.
Peppers?
Come on,
like
man.
Ferrari with the red seats and total chain checkers.
Let's get into it, man. That's really for the dogs, huh?
That was for the dogs.
That was for the dogs, man.
No, you know what I realized this is for?
What's up, dog?
I sat back and I listened to it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's for...
What you listen to, man? First of all, let's introduce. What we talking about right now?
All right, guys, let's go ahead and introduce
what we talking about right now?
Friday, October 6th, one of the world-renowned famous rappers by the name of Aubrey Drake Graham dropped his highly anticipated album called For All the Dogs.
For All the Dogs, man.
Highly anticipated. He pushed it back a few times. He was on tour, said it was supposed to drop in 2 weeks. That 2 weeks turned into 4. That turned into another month. Then he finally dropped it on October 6th.
It's here.
You know, initially he dropped a single, Slime You Out with SZA.
It's here.
Very mediocre reviews.
It's here.
Then he dropped another single with a video on Instagram only.
8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Better reviews.
In Charlotte.
They had better reviews. You know, when that timestamp comes, he rapping a little bit. I said my review on that because I had something to look forward to. I thought Slime You Out was just that one off and he was going to give you one of those and then he was going to rap. Because he don't really usually release those 8 a.m.s, those timestamps. It's just out there. It'd be off the cuff. So, I mean, you know, I thought he was going to bring the dogs out.
That's what he told us.
But I know,
but
you know what
y'all
happens?
was talking a lot before that album dropped.
But you know what happens?
What happened?
He brought the dogs out, just not the dogs that we like.
What he brought?
Yorkies, Chihuahuas, you know, miniature poodles.
Mutts.
You know what I'm saying? Toy Yorkies or something. Shit that fit in the cup in your hand or some shit.
Sharpays and shit like that,
Yeah, we
man.
ain't doing none of that shit, man.
23 songs.
23 long songs. It's a long album.
23
songs.
Got
right here pulled up. Before I get it, you know, before I even get in, if we get into the negative, because it's going to be, to me, it's a lot more negative than it is positive, right?
Okay.
From my stance.
I hear you.
I'm going to tell you real quick. Let me call them out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 23 songs, I can honestly say that I liked 5.
What are those?
And the first, well, one of them is a little iffy for me just because the name of the song, the name of the album, it threw me for a loop.
Okay.
But if I take that out of it, I think the song's cool.
Okay.
The first one, Virginia Beach.
You like that song?
I actually like that song. I'm not mad at it. However, because don't get me wrong, with the album and the anticipation and growth, no, you gotta. If you put all of that into play, then But it's a cool song. I like Fair Heights. Not mad at that one.
Okay.
I like Daylight.
Okay.
I like First Person Shooter.
That's 4.
And then I like What Will Pluto Do?
I ain't gonna lie, you picked out some of the worst songs on the album in my opinion. I mean, it's not much to choose from here, but those are really bad songs. Virginia Beach, like you said, come on, dog. Everybody knows it's For All the Dogs. It's rapping.
Yeah.
You just did this whole shit with the 8 a.m. in Charlotte. That's supposed to be Pusha T disc.
No, agreed.
That's supposed to be a Pusha T disc.
That's why I had to say I had to separate it from that. When I went through the album 4 times, 5 times, I said, "Oh snap! This is not for this album.
No,
this is
sir.
not for the album."
His last how many albums been really themed? conceptual albums.
They have, and I've been confused.
You don't start off the album like that.
You don't. Especially
That's not how you start off the album.
But not even that, right? If you go back and look at Drake with intros, so you know what I like the song. In terms of the album, is different. But if you look at Drake in terms of intros, this is lackluster in terms of his intros. You know, you go back to.
Let me run through some of his intros. So, last album,
Her Loss,
Rich Flex, major hit. Honestly, never mind. We're gonna disregard that.
Disregard that one.
Certified Lover Boy. Champagne Poetry.
He was rapping on there.
He was rapping very heavily. Dark Lane Demo Tasers was thrown together. Deep Pockets. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. Let's keep it 100. Scorpion. What was the intro on Scorpion? Survival.
He was doing more rapping on that though.
More Life.
Do you consider that album?
What? Scorpion.
More Life. They said it was like
it was an album.
They said it was a playlist.
it was a body of work. Free smoke. He's rapping.
He was rapping on that.
Then you got the last word album, Views. Keep the family close. Is
that was good.
Okay then. So what we talking about with these intros? Digital Dash.
That was alright. Legend on. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Nothing was the same.
Tuscan Leather.
Okay.
Take Care was what? Shot For Me?
Take Care was Over My Dead
Body.
Body.
Over My Dead Body, actually.
Over My Dead Body. Thank Me Later. Fireworks. The fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm not mad at Fireworks though.
Compared to what you saying, Lust for Life was fire.
He was. But he's had better intros when compared to what he's doing right here.
I'm just saying.
To me, this intro looked like it should have been on. Honestly, never mind.
Based off what you trying to paint it as, and we
He has better intros.
I agree.
He has much better intros.
Yeah, he got.
And then what? Like you said, if you're naming this album For All the Dogs, you name the song Virginia Beach. Your last album, let's take away Her Loss. Your last solo album was with Certified Lover Boy, and you out here dissing everybody and then some. You was talking tough. I would assume that you would have came and you named the album For All the Dogs. You named the song Virginia Beach. The first thing that you're doing is taking a shot at Pusha T.
Okay.
But when I exclude that part out of it, I just said, hey, I just look at the song, take away the name. Cool song.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I thought Virginia Beach is a horrendous song. I don't even know what he's saying on the lean. I don't even.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I still don't know what he's saying. I've listened to. Well, first of all, I've listened to the project maybe once or twice full from top to bottom, but I'll be honest, it's very difficult to get through.
I agree.
This album that cleanly, so I probably restarted, got about halfway, then I probably start and finish from the second half. At least 5 times.
I mean, the second half is
at least
disgusting.
5 times. The songs I pick out that I like versus what I actually think are good songs. I'm not sure if there's any actually like good to great Drake songs outside of First Person Shooters. Amazing, and that was J. Cole.
Yo, hold on. When you speak about First Person Shooter, right? Did you see what he tried to do in the second half of the song?
I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. First Person Shooter. It's a great song. J. Cole, I mean, that track was made for him.
Yeah, literally.
As far as Drake's song, Bahama Promises sounds like a pretty standard Drake song that people, if not in this context, would like a lot more.
Oh, I agree.
I'm gonna go. No, Away From Home is pretty.
I actually like that one.
It's pretty there for Drake songs. Fair Heights, I agree with that. If it wasn't the Rihanna thing attached to it, people probably would receive that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A lot differently. The rest of these shits, I mean, come on, dog. Slime Me Out is still trash. It's still a trash song.
Still stinky.
Screw the World is the most useless interlude that he has ever put out.
Ever. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make sense for that.
It didn't make sense for
because
the project.
The song before that and the song after that didn't even go with that.
Like yeah. I'm gonna leave that be.
Drill Picasso is another Drake song to me.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
What Will Pluto Do is a horrible concept. A horrible concept.
So
if you're gonna throw that on, that needs to be what the whole album is about. Why did you throw that For All the Dogs and you talking about what Will Pluto? You dissing women, like you said. That needs to be what the whole album's about. Why did you throw that in there in the middle of members only? Like I don't understand what he's doing.
Yeah, his sequencing of songs. Yeah, because I mean, to me, that's what Pluto Do is. It sounds like For All the Dogs.
For All the Dogs. Yeah,
I agree with you. But that's part of the reason why I did like the song, because to me that was like one of the only songs that kind of fit the theme a little bit.
I just think the theme of what would Future do, and
My brother.
And you didn't put Future on the song either?
You're Drake. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put Future on the song. Don't put nothing in Pluto if he's not going to be on the song.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Ain't no Future on the album at all.
Not
matter of fact. Which is the word? How do you got an album
for all the dogs
called
that don't
have Future? You don't got none of the talk. You don't got fucking Brent Fight. You don't got none of these niggas. But you calling SZA,
Bad Bunny,
and Bad Bunny and Lil Yachty
and Chief Keef. And I like Chief Keef, but certain of these people you just don't belong.
First of all, what did SZA do to deserve getting put on the song with Sexy Red? Have y'all heard? Has anybody here heard the last two SZA projects? The two classics, all immediate classics. What did she do to deserve to get put on that song?
No,
and it's disrespectful.
It's super disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
And you know what's funny? I listened to that song again just now, just because I wanted to see like how bad it was. If you take Sexy Red part off and just let SZA do her thing, SZA by herself with that is fine. No,
Sexy Red was horrible.
No, I'm not even talking about Drake. I'm talking about
just
Drake. Yeah, Sexy Red did. First of all,
Sexy Red was horrible.
I'm gonna say, what did Sexy Red do to deserve to be on this album? If we want to be honest.
See, now I gotta go back and look at the other features that he has had. Okay, so Her Loss only had
Travis Scott.
Let's go to Certified Little Boy. Who was the most questionable on here? All these are big heavy hitters.
Who he had on there? Lil Durk, Giveon,
Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Thug, Future, Travis, Project Pat, Ty Dolla $ign. Like it don't.
The Rick Ross, Cudi.
You got the Yubba interlude, which he does that he'll throw Kendrick and whatever and get somebody on song. But yeah, Sexy Red. No, that's just not the theme of.
No, that's never who he's. I didn't see that one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest. For me, I don't want to say it's a trash album, but to me, it's really bad. It's a really bad project. I can see how somebody would like it because maybe just the sound is not horrible, but his rapping is the worst it's ever been. So that's the complete opposite of what Lil Yachty was fucking saying. He sounds
hold on. Somebody said this, and I also want to know too. What verse was Yachty talking about when he said he had one of the most classic, best verse that he's heard Drake rap?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Which verse? You've heard it top to bottom. We've all heard it top to bottom. I just want to know which verse could he have been talking about?
Maybe he drew a Picasso. I don't know, man. This shit don't sound like nothing to me. This should go one ear and out the other. This is just a really bad Drake project, bro.
It does.
What I don't know what to say good about it, bro.
I mean, we can. There's something we can say about it. We can talk about
Cole, for sure.
We can talk about.
And I can't even highlight that because Drake did such a bad job on that song, bro. That was supposed to be the golden song. That was supposed to be Andre 3000, Kanye Life of the Party. It was supposed to be that level of. It's supposed to be fucking him and Rick Ross when they get on the song together. It was supposed to be Lil Wayne, Jay-Z got whatever these these rapper songs are.
It was supposed to.
Shit, I'll even throw what Kendrick and Kodak did on his shit, rapping like a motherfucker.
They were.
You don't disrespect J. Cole like that, bro.
And Draco put him in the blender. Then he had to get tough on the end of the song. He said, "Nah, fuck that, dog. I'm clicking, dog. We shooting now."
And this what I mean, bro. Is Drake really all that good of a rapper though, or is he just somebody
he's
that
an artist?
He's a leech? He's a leech.
Speaking of the leech, I looked at what song. There's a few songs that I was listening to, and it just. All right, speaking of that Daylight song, right?
Shot him in Daylight.
Yeah, that's like to me. That was a Playboy Cardi Lil Uzi bite off.
Facts.
You know, listening to it was like, all right, cool. Then he gets into that Shot him in Daylight. That to me, that was he literally took what their little mumble flow style. He took that.
I agree. I think he did that. See, that's the thing. I the way people frame it is like he's evolved into the sound, to what the kids are listening to, whoever's popping at the time, which is true to an extent. But it's one thing. It's one thing when you first hear Drake do the Migos flow on the fucking Versace remix. It's another thing when anybody equivalent to the Migos level of hotness, you just doing their style every time they come out. So
and you don't see a Cole doing that. You don't see a Kendrick doing that.
You see J. Cole sounding like J. Cole, rapping like J. Cole, but just hopping on people's songs, showing them love.
You know, some of the critique, and I can understand this. was he make songs for children, for the youth.
Yeah.
And I can understand because think about this, like when we listen to like a Cole or Kendrick, right?
Mm-hmm.
We watch what Kendrick did in hopping on Baby Keem song, right?
Yes.
We watch what Cole's done and hop on whoever song.
Yachty, whoever, 21 Savage, whoever.
It's about your not only your presence on the song, because they bring their own presence and flow, and that whole behind it, the whole aura of the song is like for them. They make it. No matter what beat it is, you be like, oh, that's Cole. You can't mistake that. You can't make, oh, that's Kendrick. You can't mistake that. Two, there's a level of like material that they're also kind of consistently rapping about. It's never just straight. Like Drake raps about nothing at all times.
Drake, yeah, he raps about him being the GOAT, him having hits, him having more money, and his bad experiences with women.
And which is cool, but there's no growth in that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him develop any growth or any like when you look at like a Pusha T or even a Jay-Z when it came to like drug talk. That's what they did. But you saw like Pusha T evolve that drug talk and he just got better. You know what I'm saying? We watched what Rick Ross has done, talk luxury rap forever. Yeah. And it's gotten better. Same thing with Jay-Z. We saw what Jay-Z did in evolving. All right, cool. I'm making money. I did drugs, but let me go outside of that a little bit and just get a little deeper. We don't see that with Drake.
I mean, and that's my point is I don't think he's just. But that's the thing. It's hard to tell because is he not capable of doing it or is he choosing not to? Is that a voluntary thing or is his talent really that limited?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Here's my thought: a little bit of both.
Okay. I'm
gonna say I'm gonna stand a little bit on the side is that I'm not gonna say that he's limited just because we've heard him rap better, we've heard him make better songs, we've heard these things. My thing, I would stand more on the side of that he just not doing it because of the money that he's made. I mean, you literally look at every time he drops a song. I mean, the album pretty much except for Honestly Nevermind. It goes, the numbers say, "Oh, I'm going #1." Every time, his songs are gonna continue to get played. You know, he has arena shows and he sells out the arena. So, and I think until his shit, again, Honestly Nevermind was his experiment. And so you go outside of that and he got all #1s. Nobody's stopping him or saying like, "Hey, this shit trash." As a consensus, your numbers suck now. Now you got to go back in the lab like, oh shit, they ain't want that.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna lean more towards he doesn't have that ability. So, for example, a lot of people when LeBron came in the league, they say he can't shoot jumpers. Can't shoot jumpers. LeBron fans be like, "Whoa, you didn't see what he did against Detroit? You didn't see what he did against Boston? Like he can shoot. Like what y'all talking about?" It's one thing to have pockets. You can have runs. You can have stretches. Like you say, you can have verses. You could have features. But if you haven't shown it to do it for a full project, you can't do it. Okay. It's simple as that. Yeah, Bron shot 40% from 3 one season. How many other seasons look like that? You know what I'm saying? So yes, he can do it. But we comparing these to people that do it all the time. That's the standard for them. So that's what I would be leaning more towards. So you can blame the shit on. I want to focus on the numbers and the streams, which is smart. I mean, because we never seen the run last this long, but that's also for a reason. Who the fuck wants to be the same person leaving out the game as they were when they came in? Yep. You know what I'm saying? You want to grow. Like Jay-Z don't want to be a dope boy forever. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T doing a lot of different shit than he was doing when he first came in. President of fucking record companies. I'm talking about clothing lines. You talking about AR and projects, all type of shit. Like, so it's an elevated level of stature when you're supposed to be getting into your latter years of your career.
Look at Cole. He ain't rapping about that college shit no more.
J. Cole, I mean, Kendrick, we don't even want to talk about his growth. I mean, because we've seen what his concerts and shit looking like, his albums sound like. So that Big 3 shit is null and void, bro. It's null and void. We know who #1 is.
I mean,
but we know who #1 is.
Cole. But all right, so but hold on. With that being said, right?
I'll tell you what.
Hold on, but before you say it, because I know,
we're not talking about nothing. We can get to that first. Shit wouldn't have been like that. Kendrick.
But you're right. But even funnier, right? You heard what Cole. You heard, Drake. His part was like, I just heard that shit too. He was like, I'm sitting. He was like, I like when I go to dinner hearing women talk about who to go. Go ahead, say it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But then Cole got on there and said, yeah, they debate about who's the greatest, me, K. Dot, or Drake. But right now, Muhammad Ali. Meaning I'm better than all of you. Like
he said, he feel like Muhammad Ali.
He feel like, but I'm saying, but cool.
I'm just saying, it's cool.
No, that's cool, right? He feel like that, right? Drake, you posted, with that being said, like how you said, everybody who gets on those songs together, those two rapping duos, now you're supposed to get on that track and do the same. Cole came on your track saying like, all right, cool, but I feel like I'm better than all of you. And I'm gonna show you. And now Drake's, you're supposed to be like, all right, I heard your verse, cool. Let me at least attempt to.
He ain't got it, man. He not built like that. That's the thing too. Let's keep it 100, man. You got your J's. Mm-hmm. You got your Biggies. Mm-hmm. You got your Nas's. Mm-hmm. You got your shit. You got your fucking Ghost Faces. You got your Raekwons. You got all these rappers.
Yep.
DMX. Mm-hmm. All these niggas had the energy of I'm better than everybody else, mm-hmm. and I'm rapping it like that every time I get a chance to.
Correct.
These posse cuts when you having 24 hours to live, all this shit, Mason, all them going back to back. Everybody was trying to have the best verse, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe Drake just isn't really like that. We gotta look at his history. Let's go back to day one. He came in the game calling Wayne the best ever, calling him the GOAT, all this type of shit.
Yep.
Praising him. He shouting out Joe Budden. We gonna get to that too. He shouting out Joe Budden. He shouting out Pusha T. Mm-hmm. He shouting out all these other rappers that he looked up to, that he was inspired by, and he wanna work with, get side by side with.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
He was.
Even on Trey Songz making him, you know what I'm saying? They was buddy man, making hits like one. Trey Songz keeping up with 2 weeks being
spoiled. He was.
Trey Songz was cold.
Trey Songz was getting hits.
Shit, let's keep anybody else that got hot. Is he really getting by them to maintain relevance? Or is he really that person who just wants to be friendly and, you know what I'm saying, keep up that energy and he really doesn't feel like he's better than nobody? Because every time he get on the track of 21, he rapping like 21. Every time he get on the track of Future, he rapping like Future. That's a bow down to this nigga's influence and impact them in the music community. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z tried that shit when the South started taking over.
He did that twice. He said, man, I can't do this shit, man. Get back to my rapping, nigga.
This ain't y'all niggas, because I can't rap like this. Same shit he did with Nas. Y'all niggas, just because he rapping smart and y'all don't get it, don't mean
he fired, dog.
Nigga tried to diss me because they thought he was better. Nah. Who? So maybe he's just not that guy, because, I mean, we know how Kanye talk. We know how these niggas talk.
Oh, yeah, Kanye been talking crazy.
We know when it come to music, it's one person who ain't never felt like anybody was better than him. Mm-hmm. In any action.
I agree.
We know when Jay-Z talking, and I don't even think anybody can stand on stage with me when it comes to this verse. I can't even entertain that idea. Nigga, you know the fuck can stand on that stage, but he's supposed to talk like that, because he really feel like that. He really feels like that.
And he goes out there and proves that he do, or at least, with the attempt to. Like, if you take it back and you look at certain basketball players, right? Yeah. Like, I go back to, like, our era of, like, let's look at the 03 draft, like, the LeBron, the Melo, the Wade, right? They went out there and said, you know what? I'm just going to be better. Look at Kobe, like, when T-Mac was in his good. All of these players are like, yo, listen, I don't care what I can or can't do, but I know what I can do. Right. And I'm about to show you every single night that I can do this. LeBron been showing you this shit for 22 years.
20-some years, yeah.
And he goes out there and literally like, all right, cool. I hit you with that fucking every time. He's like, I can do this.
30-piece extra crispy. I don't care about all that basketball handling shit. Y'all niggas love Kyrie so much, y'all think he can score better than me. He way more clutch. Cool. Tell that nigga come and apologize to me and run back to my team, because he can't do this shit. Mm-hmm. None of y'all can do this shit. Mm-hmm. Stop talking to me all that big three shit. You see what KD bum ass y'all when y'all was saying he's better than me and all this shit? Stop.
You see where he went to.
Stop it. Y'all talking all this stiff shit. Stop it, bro. Send me in the playoffs. I'm 47 years old. I'm about to put your ass in the blender. Knock it off, dog.
So shit like that. But yeah, I can see like, I think Drake has that thing where I gotta maintain relevance for one.
Yeah.
Think it's I don't know. Because I can agree with you too. Where I think sometimes he really doesn't think that he's that good, or he just doesn't have like, I don't know if he just or he just doesn't have that dog in him to say like, you know what, fuck it, I can rap just like you, and let me see if I can do it.
That's what I feel like. Yeah, I feel like he just wants to be considered that level in that realm. He feels like it's a blessing just to be a part of that conversation type shit. And that's why every time he get close to a record, that's what he leans on. He leans on the accolades more than anything. Like, nobody was giving a fuck about the Beatles record, dog. You keep bringing up the Beatles shit. We don't care.
But I think
it's rap, nigga. We talking about Pac and Biggie.
But you know what I think happened? There was up until Views. Once he got to that number one, what his first number one song was Hotline Bling on Views. All of that shit went down. That's when streaming started to come in play.
Oh yeah, that's when everything was.
And so I think that would happen. After that, there was no more of a hunger, dog. I'm making every dollar. I'm making every record. Everybody who's anybody wants a song with me. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say fuck it. Ain't no even point of trying at this point.
I mean, yeah, we can look at the history. So he got 12 number ones, right? And we can look at, you said Views, right? It was what, 2014?
2016, I think.
2016?
Yeah.
Look at how many came before and how many came after. So.
Views was 2016, yep.
All right, so let me start from the top here. So Wait For You, that was 2022. That was 2022. God's Plan, that was 2018. Work, that was 2016. That was
on the album.
That was yeah. Well, that was Rihanna's album.
Yeah, that was
Anti.
Yep.
One Dance, that was 2016.
On Views.
On Views. Then you got Nice For What, 18. Jimmy Cooks, 2022. You got In My Feelings, 18. What's My Name? That's Rihanna's song. And that was
the oldest one, right?
Yeah, that was 2010. That was his first number one, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got Tootsie Slide, that's 2020. Way Too Sexy, that was 2020. Oh yeah, so basically anything when streaming became a dominant thing, that's when his number one started racking it. Before that shit, just knock it off, dog.
But I think that's what kept him. At least that kept him in a better mode. To me, you at this point in time when you hear about, I know you not the biggest Drake fan.
No, I haven't been the biggest Drake fan since
probably Views.
Nothing Was the Same.
Okay, that was before or after Views.
That was 2013.
Oh, okay. So you ain't like Views.
I just wasn't a big fan of this. No, I haven't even listened to a lot of his albums thoroughly, just because he's just a weirdo to me. But
fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't try to follow that man's life no more. That's just too weird. But I feel like being a fan and sitting here listening to it, like I no longer kind of anticipate a Drake album or a Drake release.
Yeah.
Like after hearing Slime You Out, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna listen to this album just because so we can get a review on it. But now it's like, if this is what you're gonna do, and even the 8 a.m. freestyle, I was like, all right, this sounds better. Hopefully there's gonna be something. But it's like when 6 a.m. came, we had a conversation. I was like, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll get to it because I couldn't. I literally laid in my bed for a quick second and did the little quick slide through. All right, cool. And I was like, oh, I don't hear enough rapping on here.
Yeah, it was a lot more singing. It was just, I didn't understand, like, and usually, well, I don't know if he ever has like a cohesive bodies of work all that much, because he, like you said, it's like a playlist style of album making, so it has to be a little bit of everything. But yeah, this just seemed like his lowest effort body of work, to where he was literally just throwing shit on there just to give this fan base something. Oh shit, Drake and Chief Keef. Oh shit, Drake and Yeet. Oh shit, Drake and SZA. Oh shit, we got a first J. Cole. It was just.
He ruined the Chief Keef verse to me. I mean, he ruined the Chief Keef song to me. That production was not it. Yeah. If I was going to hear Chief Keef come back, especially with a Drake, I wanted something hype.
Hard.
Yeah. Yeet. To me, that song with Yeet was for Yeet only.
Yeah.
And he just hopped on just because he's like, all right, I'm gonna put this on my album. I feel like Yeet gave him that song and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just throw a little verse on there and put it on my album because that wasn't his song. Sexy Red shit was fucking disgusting.
But I mean, let's keep it real. That's what he does. He goes into whatever artist world that is and just throws his name on it and do a bullshit verse. He did the same shit with your boy Fabio. 4, and everybody forgot the song. He did the same shit with Playboy Cardi.
Demons or whatever it is. Yeah.
He did the same shit with all them foreigners, Central C and all that. I mean, that's what he does, bro.
Yeah.
Leeching.
Yeah. That's what it should have been saying. I mean, you want to